Perek Hey, chapter 5 of Tehillim, begins again with David HaMelech asking Hashem to listen to his prayers, to listen to him as he calls out to him. And then, in the fourth pasuk of this Perek, David HaMelech says, Hashem, Boker Tishma Koli. Hashem, in the morning, hear my voice. Boker Erach L'cha V'atzapeh. In the morning, I will once again call out and plead before you. And it's very interesting, this focus on Boker, in the morning. We typically think of nighttime as symbolizing and expressing being a time of difficulty, of challenge, of confusion, of darkness, and morning as being the beginning of the light, of light coming back, of the sun shining again, of having clarity return, having safety return, of things becoming better. And so I think continuing from the theme of what we spoke about in Perek Daled, the previous chapter in the previous video on Tehillim, I think Perek Hey in this pasuk is really emphasizing that again, because it's one thing to daven at night. It's one thing to daven when we feel we have no other hope. And so we turn to Hashem because we think we have no other hope. And then the second we get that deliverance, whatever it is that we davened for, it's so easy to forget that we were just davening for that thing from Hashem, and that Hashem is the one who gave that to us. And we can start to think, Kochi va'otzem yadi. And that's the grave danger that I think stands before all of us, is to fall, as Rav Yitzchak Meyer Morgenstern has been emphasizing in his writings so much in the recent weeks, is to make sure that we don't fall into the trap of thinking Kochi va'otzem yadi, that any of us are doing any of this, that any of the deliverance is from us, from our own strategies, from our own might, from our own efforts, and that ultimately it's only from Hashem. And the real test is Boker, is in the morning, when the daybreak starts to break through into the darkness, when the sun starts to come back out, when we start to see that Hashem is present, when we start to see that things are getting a little better, can we still see that all of that is only from Hashem, and that it's not Kochi v'otzem yadi. So in these two prakim of Tehillim, in Perek Daled and Perek Hey, what I'm thinking about is that what I'm davening for is that we're davening to Hashem to give us what we need, but we're also davening that we can hold on to the bitachon that I think all of us were feeling as all of this began to unfold. As this process continues, can we continue holding on to that? And that's why the Perek then continues by saying that we're asking Hashem, we're telling Hashem, you don't like Russia, you don't like evil, you have no patience for that, you can get rid of that. And maybe the implication is, why do you have evil in the world? Is because it's sometimes, unfortunately, through the evil that we actually turn towards you. So what we're saying to Hashem is, no, you can get rid of the evil. Please get rid of the evil. Get rid of it now. And we're promising Hashem that even when Boker comes, we're still going to call out to you. We're still going to turn to you. We're still going to remember it's not Kochi v'otzem yadi. It's only you, Hashem. And with that commitment, we say to Hashem, so now you can get rid of the evil. We don't need that anymore to force us to turn to you. We're renewing our commitment to be solid and to be firm in our awareness of our utter and complete dependency upon you, whether or not the challenge is staring us in the face, whether or not it's Erev or Boker. So please, Hashem, we're davening, bring Boker now, and we are committing to you that when you do that, when you bring the sun back, we are still going to recognize that it's all you.